Our second item is 10B, administer the oath of office to newly elected members of the City Council. Carol?
Okay, I'd like to ask Marty Medina to come forward, please. This one's crazy. Do you want to stand next to me so you could face the audience? Okay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Could you raise your hand and repeat after me, please? No? I'm going to tell you. I,
Marty Medina,
do hereby solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties which I'm about to enter. Okay, you can lower your hand now. By the authority granted to me as the elections official for the City of San Bruno, I hereby declare that Marty Medina has been installed as a member of the San Bruno City Council for a 4-year term, and that he is ready, able, and willing to take office. I proudly present to you this oath of office.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Congratulations. And then you have something that has been sent to you from the county announcing that you are a council member, and also your certificate of election from San Bruno. So good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Just 1 second. Thank you, Honorable Mayor, Council, staff, friends, and family. I am truly honored to be here tonight. I want to first thank my mother and father, Rosella and Gilbert Medina. They're here tonight. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I know I don't tell you as much as I should, but I love you very much. Also here tonight are my sisters Mary, Carmen, Lupe, and my brother-in-laws Alex and Marcos, along with my niece, the number 1, Vanessa. Thank you all for your support and love. My parents gave all of us core values of respect, compassion, and hard work. This hard work came in handy, for when I ran 2 years ago and lost, it was a very humbling experience. I tried my best, yet still lost, but I learned a lot. And honestly, 2 years afterwards, I was unsure if I wanted to try again. Running for office takes a lot of energy, time away from family. And I struggled with deciding what was best for my family. And in the end, I had to run. For my family here in San Bruno is where we are. My family, in the back there, Jeanette and Max, thank you for allowing me to do this. I know it's going to take a lot of my time, but it is going to be worth it. It will work out, and as Max says, I promise. In this election, I knew I had to work harder and smarter. I was facing a tough race against 2 incumbents, but nonetheless, I knew I had to reach all of San Bruno, every residence possible. I took no vote for granted. I tried for the usual endorsements, but I didn't receive them. Not until late in the election when Open the San Francisco Watershed endorsed me. So thank you, Andy House. And so how did I do it? I did it with an amazing core of volunteers. We walked every weekend. And then as the election approached, we were walking every day. Ryan Mersney and Russell Steins, without you, I don't know where I would be. Maybe not in front of this podium, but you were instrumental in my campaign, and I thank you for it. You were there every step of the way, and even on your own at times. Thank you. We did not agree on everything, and now we probably still not going to agree on everything, but somehow we decided to get together, pull in the same direction, and got something done. Jim Evangelist, Jeffrey Tong, Marco Durazo, Scott Kurtner, Robert George, Robert Fowler, Martine Renteria, and Jennifer Blanco. Thank you for your help in spreading the word to your friends and neighbors. And thank you to everybody else that voted for me. There were numerous times in this election when I had doubts, but just hearing from one single resident, hey, you know what? I'm going to vote for you. That was enough to sustain me with enough energy to continue working harder. And with the election results, it is clear. The voters of San Bruno overwhelmingly wanted change and a new voice. I realize change is not possible with one vote. I pledge tonight to work with all the City Council, every single one of you, because I know you want what's best for San Bruno as much as I do. We will not agree on everything, that is clear. But as in a Medina family, you don't need to agree on everything to succeed. Together, we can do amazing things. We can build that year-round swimming pool with the PG&E restitution funds. We can find a way to upgrade our library, our community center, recreation center, senior center, and sports fields. We have to find a way to support our schools, improve our downtown now, efficiently maintain and upgrade our infrastructure with sustainable and affordable rates, upgrade San Bruno Cable with affordable gigafiber internet, and I would love to create a San Bruno volunteer program to help beautify our schools, parks, help seniors turn their brown front yards into beautiful drought-tolerant landscapes. Together we can do this. Thank you very much.
Okay, Irene, could I ask you to come down, please? Okay. If you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I,
Irene O'Connell,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and I will well
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties which I'm about to enter.
the duties which I am about to enter.
Okay, you can lower your hand. By the authority granted to me as the elections official for the City of San Bruno, I hereby declare that Irene O'Connell has been installed as a member of the San Bruno City Council for a 4-year term and that she is ready, able, and willing to take office. I proudly present to you this oath of office. Congratulations. And then I also have something for you from the county, as well as a certificate of election from our city.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Some of you are wondering why they were helping me down and why I was clumping. I am in a boot because I wrenched my ankle, but it's healing. So anyway, that's why that is happening. I will keep this short and sweet. I think this is the time to thank people, as Mr. Medina has done. We thank the people who volunteered and walked for us. We thank our families, and some of my family is here. My husband, Bill, my daughter, Katie, my daughter, Jennifer. My mother is listening at home. Hi, Mom, and thank you so much for all the wonderful values that you instilled in me as well, and that is being carried on by my children. I'd like to thank the City Council for all your support, and especially with the Beautification Task Force programs and with helping with Operation Clean Sweep. You guys are always great. I want to acknowledge the hard work of staff that staff puts in to keep this city going and moving forward. Also the countless hours that the city manager and department heads put into keeping our city functioning. Without you guys, none of this would happen. I would especially like to thank the voters of San Bruno. You have shown what you want us to do. You've talked to us. I also walk the city. I've talked to many, many people. We will try to do the best we can to make the city the very best that it is absolutely able to. So with that, it's a time to look forward and to renew our vision of San Bruno and to see that it all gets done. Thank you.
Okay, and now it gives me great pleasure to introduce and give the oath of office to our mayor, Jim Ruane. I
Jim Ruane,
do hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge
discharge
the duties which I'm about to enter.
the duties which I'm about to enter.
By the, you can lower your hand. By the authority granted to me as the elections official for the City of San Bruno, I hereby declare that Jim Ruane has been installed as mayor of the San Bruno City Council for a 2-year term, and he is ready, able, and willing to take office. I proudly present to you this oath of office. Congratulations. And you have a certificate of election from the city and the county. It's goofy.
Yeah, it's goofy. Right, okay. Well, good evening and welcome. As I have said for a number of years now, I am Jim Ruane, the very proud mayor of the wonderful city of San Bruno. First of all, the many thank yous. To my family, especially my wife and best friend Noreen, my son Jim and daughter-in-law Monica, my 3 grandsons, Gavin, Patrick, and Brendan, and my daughter Stephanie and son-in-law Dan. Special thanks to all of you for allowing me to embark upon another term as mayor of this great city. It does take a toll of time and effort that affects my family, and I want you to know, my family, that I recognize and appreciate your continued support and encouragement. To all of the City of San Bruno staff, City Manager Connie Jackson, her department heads, and all employees, you have been a delight to work with. It's been a real pleasure. To this City Council, especially outgoing Vice Mayor Michael Salazar, it has been a pleasure. To incoming Councilmember Marty Medina, I look forward to collaborating with you on this council team. To all of my supporters, both in San Bruno and everyone else countywide, statewide, and yes, nationally, it is very heartening to know that others recognize the time and effort put into trying to make a difference. A special note of thanks to my treasurer for 20 years, Rob Avison. Granted, he hasn't had to do a whole lot over the last couple of years, but you have to always be there when I needed you. To the special people of San Bruno, it has been an honor to work for you, and I can't tell you how much I value your trust, your respect, and your constructive criticism. Over these last 20 years, the city has been through much. Times they put a smile on your face, and times that bring a tear to your eye. We have worked hard to build a solid foundation. We have become headquarters of internationally recognized companies, a transit-oriented crossroads, and have laid the solid groundwork for new development, all the while respecting the sensitivities of the people who live and work in this community. We still have a way to go. Our hotel is on the books, the financial configuration to be finalized by the council next year. There are new buildings being planned in the Bay Hill Office Park. And with the passage of Measure N last year, positive inquiries regarding development in our downtown. We are now, and have been for quite a while, balancing the needs and affordability of our businesses and residents regarding the necessity for immediate action in our cable enterprise, our major endeavors regarding water, sewer, stormwater systems, and the inherent increase in staffing and funding. But the positive economic forecast brings with it challenges that we and other cities have to address. We must find a way for individuals and families who work in our community to be able to afford to live in our community. It is a dynamic we haven't had to face aggressively before, and one that must be at the top of our list of priorities right now. Lastly, as part of the aftermath of the September 2010 tragedy, we continue to have to confront the very regulatory and utility bureaucracies that are supposed to protect each and every one of us. We will continue that fight. I have said many times that something good and positive has to come out of all that we have experienced, and the San Bruno Community Foundation is a large part of that good. Having just approved their budget and work plan, they are right on the cusp of bringing the first round of restitution funds into our community. I look forward to continue working with this great institution and their fine board. In closing, I want to once again thank all of you for your trust and respect in me as your mayor. As I have said many times before, and will continue to say locally and nationally, I am Jim Ruane, the very proud mayor of the wonderful city of San Bruno. Thank you very much.